Yes, sir. Welcome to the Red Cup tonight. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we're going to start the show by congratulating our counterpart, man, Brian Chase, man, full-time at Boise State right now, assistant coach. You know what I'm saying? Something he's been waiting on for a while. Congratulations, little bro. We all proud of you. You know what I'm saying? We got the man Super Boo Jackson, MVP of the coalition, first annual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's history.
No bullshit. See, can't nobody take it away. You know what I'm saying? Super Boo. You know, man, old James Bryson back in action. You know what I'm saying? Villanova and the good Charlie Moe.
Straight out of Villanova.
The good Charlie Moe, you know what I'm saying?
Villanova.
Yeah, Villanova, the Wildcats.
Y'all got me sitting next to this Villanova ass nigga, man.
Man, yeah, that
Big East battles.
That's the whole thing about it. That's the whole thing about it, man, you know. We gonna
fuck our hotel up, man.
Trying to set it on fire.
Air off and shit, heat off and shit.
We're gonna jump right into the conversation, Boo, man. You know, just from the first annual, man. You know, which is history. Can't nobody take it away from you as far as that. You know, what you think about the whole league this year, man? How you felt about just playing the league? Really, you were younger than the league, though. You know what I'm saying? It's 30 and over. You know what I'm saying? And you the youngin'. You know what I'm saying? Playing the farms and everything. You the veteran. You know what I'm saying? But how do you feel anyway as far as like just being player of the year for the first annual, man?
Oh man, it meant a lot to me just to be able to be a part of the league. Thank God that that they allowed the age limit to be 30. You know, because guys like myself and Maul and Tuck and Roe, we still love to play. So having a Legend Coalition, be indoor. You got the farms and stuff like that, and Park View and stuff like that. So, that Legends Coalition gave you some indoor bump to look forward to. And I mean, I was missing the Brunson League games to come to the Legends Coalition games. And I was telling Ricky before the show that it was hard for me to pick, but at the end of the day, it really wasn't hard for me to pick.
Did Rick give you the gas money for that, man? It was gas money. We got to compensate it. Come on, stupid producer. Got to get a bad something, man.
No, man, I enjoyed playing in front of all the guys, all the legends and stuff like that that was showing up on the weekends and stuff like that on the Sundays. You had Stacey Robinson on the mic and stuff like that. And it was just a special, man. It was a special atmosphere. And like you said, it being the first one, I just felt like it was important for me to be there each and every Sunday and, give them all.
Right. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, Bryson, man, your Lago mob, you know what I'm saying? They ain't come to the rescue for you. You know what I'm saying? I can't say much. You know what I'm saying? We was out of there. You know what I'm saying? But what you think about the whole? You know what I'm saying? The first annual.
First annual was good. I think obviously you guys did a good job. I think it was obviously well ran, and just with the stats and everything. Again, coordinated pretty well. But to put it into perspective for me personally, it lets me know. I actually told the guys that I vowed to be in shape next year. So, with Super Boo winning the MVP, it just, obviously he's a lot younger than me, but you got to be in shape. And I know a lot of guys didn't really play. I had a chance to play about a half a game or whatever, and my growing started to tweak a little bit. But really put it in perspective, almost kind of like the Big Three League, you really got to be in shape, man. And I think the guys who really did well were, they were conditioned and in shape, man. They put it in perspective for me. So it wasn't really, I guess, looking at it as a fan, it looked a lot easier than what it really was. I mean, to be quite honest. And so it's big ups to you. Like, I mean, clearly you in shape, man. But damn, man, I really, like I said, I played a half a game and kind of just vowed to myself that I want to get in shape, man. Next year, so next go around, I want to look a little better.
Right. Well, Boo, man, tell us about, you playing that. Well, first of all, Super Boo, leading scorer down Watts Summer League. You know what I'm saying? It came in from day one. I really don't think you ever probably missed a game or so. You did maybe one or two, but just from day one, when we started down there, just your dedication to just supporting us down there. You know what I'm saying? Creating some fans down there. That's all we hear about. We be running away, man. Super Boo, or Boo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know Boo gonna do, Boo gonna get some numbers up. You know what I'm saying? But you had a fan, but you still got a fan base over there. You know what I'm saying? Along with the farms, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, how you feel as far as that? Just going into them leagues, man. Just walking inside and just like everybody, hey, what's up, boo? I mean, you got fans. You know what I'm saying?
It's overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? At times, cause like I think guys really don't understand like far as like I just I hurt my ankles in 2012 and 2013, and that was very humbling for me. Far as I had a lot of time to sit back and reflect like on just the game of basketball overall, like not so much college basketball or the pro basketball, but even summer basketball and these pro leagues. I promise that my approach to these games and stuff like that would be a professional light. Like, so when you go into these, these summer leagues and these programs and stuff like that, and you got all these people coming up to you like I mean, Jeff called me Super Boo. Like, you'd be amazed at how many times I go to a mall, into a grocery store, or, my lady, she always say, Boo, that person? I'm like, nah, but I know where it got to stem from.
Right.
And just like, I mean, to have opportunity to be a part of that, like I said, man, it's overwhelming, Curt, honestly, like, far as, like, I'm just grateful for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's just, when you see me going out there, if you see Boo going out there, scoring 30 points and stuff like that, that's because, being able to be a part of that, I understand, like how valuable that is, and, like, how much of it a privilege it is, and, like, far as I don't think the youngest, like, I think they take it for granted these days, like, far as you're only one injury away, or you're not even promised tomorrow. So, like, when you're going out there for those 2 hours and stuff like that,
Shout out to Tate.
yeah, you got, what I'm saying, make sure you ingratiate yourself with the hoods and the neighborhoods and you going into and stuff like that, and respecting people and just respect the game, man, because it's your name out there on the line for real, and that's that's the only thing they're gonna remember is how you carry yourself. Like, you out there playing basketball at the end of the day, but at the same time, you gotta always make sure how you carry yourself.
That's one thing you always did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I first met you when you transferred from Carroll to Suitland. You know what I'm saying? Berg was always, he said, man, I got one. Man, he can flat out play. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, first game, I said, bro, this motherfucker a fucking tight end. This motherfucker strong as a motherfucker. What you talking about, bro? You got a motherfucker that can score. You know what I'm saying? When I first seen you play, I was like, yeah, you right, bro. This motherfucker play. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had a nice mob up there that year, though.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, me personally, I think y'all should have won it that year.
Man, I think about it all the time. Playing with the likes of Navarro Bowman, Chris Braswell, Donnell Anthony. I mean, Lil Saquon, Jerome, Big Dedrick. I mean, we had a mob. Chris Mass.
Athletic Chris Mass.
Athletic Chris Mass. And, like, I mean, that team, we was talented. I mean, we lost to Dante Cunningham and Bobby Shannon in the county championship. And it was like, dang. We turned right back around. We had to play Largo. We had to play Malden after we had just beat them, the week before. So they had a different game plan coming into the next game, the regional championship game, and lose that game by 2 points. Man, I think about it all the time. Like, damn, we definitely had a talented team though.
That was at Suitland, right?
Oh yeah, we lost at Suitland too, 52-50.
Yeah, I was at that game.
Wow.
Yeah, 52-50, man, for the regional championship.
So when did you, after Suitland, 3 years up Curl, 1 year at Suitland, where did you go after that?
After that, I went to Manhattan.
Yeah,
Bobby Gonzalez recruited me to, go to Manhattan, so I went there for a year.
Recruiter.
Huh?
Great recruiter.
Great recruiter. I told Rick, I never believed the coaches actually coming to the homes and stuff like that, and because nobody never came into my home. I was living around London Woods at the time, and I ain't have none of the big time college coaches coming to my house, and I'll never forget Kevin McClain called me and said, listen, Christian, Bobby Gonzalez, he's going to be on a red eye fight, come see you in the morning, you make sure that you're ready, whatever like that. And I'm like, I didn't even know what a red eye fight was, but, 9 o'clock in the morning, here go Coach Gonzo, came to my house, talked to me and my mother and stuff like that, and we went up Suitland, we got in a little bit up there, like, open gym. I mean, all the guys was in there, Nolan, Devin, Mike Beasley. I mean, it was like a little 15-man open gym, and I signed with him right then and there. I'm like, I'm going to Manhattan. You know what I mean? Went up there to the campus. Kenny Minor was up there. Jason Wingate. So, I mean, I went to Manhattan. Stayed up there for a year.
Cool.
Yep. Bobby Gonzalez took the job. at Seton Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I left. I came to Bowie. That's how I ended up at Bowie State. I left, came home doing intercession with the Bowie State, walked in there. You know, Coach Luke was like, "You only gonna play 8 minutes a game," and I'm like, "I only play 8 minutes a game. I'm transferring from a D1 school." And he had a team for the men, 25-year-olds, Jason Ingram. You know what I'm saying? Grown men on the team, like Arthur Bowers. You know what I'm saying? He like, "Christian, I only got 8 minutes a game for it." I'm like, "Coach, I'm telling you, man, I can't come off by his bench." But I ended up coming off the bench, man, for like 8 games. But you know, I was averaging like 15, 16 off the bench as a sophomore. And after that, that was history. He put me in the lineup. He was like, "We got to start this kid." Yeah. So I started the rest of the season all the way through the CIAA, and we ended up losing to Fayetteville State the game before the championship. So those were my first 2 years. You know what I mean? Charlie, I mean, just look,
Yeah.
So what you think, boy, about this this coalition moving forward? You know what I'm saying? You gonna stack your suit them up next year? I mean, I know you got your Braswells out there. You got your guys that's gonna actually be 30. You know what I'm saying? I know Tate did a good job getting y'all guys together this year. So, what's gonna be your role as a GM for next year? Because I know you're gonna. I know you're gonna get some plays.
Yeah, going out there and getting those guys to 30. You know,
you're a free agent though.
Hey, he can actually play with Carroll also.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Why you think he on the show?
Hey, Boo, tell that nigga show you the money. Yeah, show you the money.
Well, you know,
I love black people.
Gotta get some players, man. Definitely gotta get some more players. I feel like we still could have won it this summer. But I mean, I just felt like, at the end of the day, you need that continuity and stuff like that on the court. And we didn't necessarily have that. We had guys, in and out and stuff like that. So, next summer, the consistency, that's the one thing we want to start with. But getting the guys in, the guys that play, that still play. Charlie, Bobby, I'm calling all those guys out to come and play.
Navarro's eligible next year.
Oh, no question. When Barrow's home, then come play. I'll make sure I be calling to come play. You know what I mean? Like, those guys, they got to, I'm sure they see, how the league turned out this year. And like I said, with the stats being involved, the website being up and stuff like that, I mean, to not want to be a part of that.
It was off the charts.
Yeah.
Very off the charts, but they did a good job, bro.
They did an amazing job with it. Like I said, that's what kept me coming back. Like, I'm like, man, it was addicting. You know what I mean? Like I said, you walking in there, packed gym. I was crushed when they moved it from Chavez. Cause it was like, just to walk around and just to see them people all the way around the gym like that. Like, come on, man.
Standing room only.
Shout out to Malcolm Battle.
Malcolm Battle.
Wow.
Straight up, MB.
Little Eddie Salt.
We need the gym.
Eddie Salt. Little Eddie Salt. We need the gym. My man.
Oh, he's terrible.
You got the gym.
Summer breeze.
Dude,
Summer breeze.
yeah, but no, boy, watching your game from back in the day into now, you put the veteran style in your game now. You know what I'm saying? The post up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why everybody keep going with that goddamn pump fake. Shit, that Bo Kimmel pump fake ass nigga, nah. But very effective though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you put the Kennedy League this year, still effective. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing, like, to keep, you know what I'm saying, to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? To run up down these youngins, man.
Man, Curt, I tell people all the time, like, I don't necessarily get the opportunity to work out as much as I can and stuff like that, just because I work a full-time job and a part-time job. But outside of that, man, I play a lot. I don't have no children or nothing like that. So, the time no kids, man.
You ain't fucking, boo? You got this wound, boo. You bought this wound. You got this. You can't fuck this, man. All this AC Green shit. Man, go get some ass, man. What you ain't shit.
You got there, bro.
Wrong. Get some kid. Sponsored by Brownie.
Yeah, man, no kids, man. So it's just like I got a lot of time to play. I play every day, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I stay fluid and stuff like that, by just playing in every league that allow me to play in, I play. You know what I'm saying? So I don't turn down no bump, man. Indoor, outdoor. It don't matter. In town, out of town. So I'm always playing. So.
And one thing, you stayed there to catch that goddamn Drew.
Oh, Lord. Listen. My brothers, I know they out there watching, Drew. I know y'all out there watching, man.
Drew some shit, Drew.
Hey.
Drew good dude. That's my man right there.
Man, Drew, I can't, words can't explain, like, when it comes to Drew Forrest. I've been with Drew for 10 years, man. So, bro, I love you. Like, far as the Drew All-Stars, man, we done won pretty much every summer league in the city. I mean, whether people respect us, I mean, it ain't no doubt in my mind that people respect us, but shout out to the Drew All-Stars, Marley G, Tuck, Rob, Lil Rob, all the guys, T.O., Ro, I know I ain't missing nobody. Nate, Jimmy Black, all my guys, man. Shout out to my guys, man. Drew All-Stars for life.
That's what's up. Hey, Drew, you better win something this year, boy. Hey, man, just put a lot of pressure on you, Drew.
Your team played them. Y'all played last night, right?
They got us. They got us.
Big Rob, we missed you last night, but we got a great acquisition, man.
This the regular season, though, man.
It's the regular season. Oh yeah, it's the regular season, but no question, a good win nonetheless. I mean,
Man, y'all got a nice mob.
Oh man,
Y'all played. Y'all got a nice chemistry and everything. Terrible coach, nice chemistry.
I just tell me said to you, so you got him in the regular season, he got you in the league.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you one thing, though. Trouble Mob be back. The real Trouble Mob be back, baby. Bryson at the center.
In shape.
No bullshit, man. Hey, but let me ask you a question. How was that transition transferring from Carroll to Super? What was the difference?
Oh man, the difference was just the structure. I mean, there was structure at Sunan, but just at Carroll, you got weights and track and this and that. So that's pretty much was the biggest difference going from, Carroll to Sunan. Coach Bird was a great coach. Love Coach Bird. And he had structure there, and he was a player's coach. And Coach Holmes had his structure at Carroll, and he was a player's coach. But I mean, when I went to Sunan, man, I mean, it been a public school environment, like,
Carroll is public school too. Charlie Moore tell you, that's a private public school.
A private public school, yeah, no question, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Great minds up there.
Yeah.
Great minds up Carroll.
Yeah.
Great minds up Carroll.
Especially when they put them females in Carroll. Good God Almighty.
I was on band scholarship.
Man, the females, that was the deciding factor of me going to Carroll. I tell you that.
Okay, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I was
nice skirts.
Oh man,
skirts.
Shout out to the ladies of Carroll.
Now, the ladies in Carroll or the ladies in Suitland? Which ones you going with?
Both.
Okay.
Spend time in both.
Yeah. Okay.
Enjoy my time in both institutions.
I guess I want to ask you. So in terms of your exposure, right? You said you signed D1. You went with Coach Gonzo, right? What was the track that helped you think the most to get exposure? You know what I mean? Do you think was it AAU basketball? Was it just straight your high school, Carroll, Suitland? Was it? I mean, what was the track that you think was advantageous for you to really get exposed to a D1 school for a guy like Coach Gonzo to be in your school and sign you and be with your mother?
Yeah, we're definitely playing on the circuit, playing AAU basketball. Actually, that was another deciding factor of me leaving Carroll to go to Suitland. I decided to not play in the summer league at the Kennedy League with Carroll, and the coaches at the time they didn't like it. So basically, I went on and decided I was going to play summer ball, and when I came back to play at Carroll during the fall and stuff like that, it was a discrepancy because I felt as though they had a discrepancy because I went and played summer ball.
Who you played on the circuit?
The Blue Devils. I played with DC. I played with the Blue Devils, and we won a national championship. I was, all the rankings and all that stuff. People say it don't matter, but at the time, as far as when you see your name pop up on the top 50 list, and you get interviewed by Bob Gibbons and Dave Tellep and all these people coming to you and stuff like that. I mean, we down there slammed up to the beach. They coming up trying to give me an interview. Coach Holmes said he's a freshman. He's to be seen and not heard. he don't, you know, he don't need to be doing all these interviews and stuff like that, and all that stuff. I look back and like, and then I was saying, damn, why Coach doing all this? But now I get it, you know what I'm saying? And it helped me in the long run. Like, I appreciate Coach Holmes. I love Coach Holmes, man. Like, I appreciate him for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, making sure I get to practice on time. Things like all the small things that you don't value then, like now it's just so important, being punctual, you know what I'm saying? Just your mannerism, you know what I'm saying? How you present yourself. All those things, Coach Holmes just pounded away. And like I said, then it was overwhelming. And you seem like, you know, you ain't understanding then, but like now I'm able to, you know, pass it on and reiterate it to like some of the students and the kids that I work with. So
do you aspire to, you know, I guess eventually at some point in time at some venue or whatever level, coach and give back that way to the youngins? You're still young, but obviously you can't play forever. Yeah. You know, Father Time going to strike to all of us. Yeah. And, you know, as we spoke about AAU, Trouble Bone Curt Smith, obviously played with me back in the day. And Mr. Charlie Moore was right behind. He always played up a lot anyway. He played with the big boys anyway. But you spoke of how that was a good vessel. And what capacity, I guess, if you did decide or when you decide to kind of get back to the youngins, what level? Would it be the young kids? Would it be older kids? Would it be AAU, high school, college?
Oh man, I mean all levels. Honestly, like I want to reach. I feel like I'm able to, you know, reach kids at all levels. Like far as it's all in the articulation and things like that. Like I've already gave the times I done played basketball for 21 years now. So I gave the time to the game. As far as just now the teaching aspect, you know, you gotta check yourself first. Like as far as people gonna be investing in you, and you know, you gotta make sure that there's gonna be certain sacrifices that you have to make when you're dealing with working with people, kids, and things like that. So as long as I'm, you know, once I feel like as though I'm right with myself and things like that, and I can really, you know, get these kids to buy into what I'm saying and getting people to invest in me, then I'll definitely look into coaching and stuff like that.
Right? Plus the little kids got cute moms, right?
Oh, shout out to DC Premier. Hey, Dame, you hear your man? Hey, man, he might be coaching for that.
Nah, I'm being silly, man. Being silly.
So who played with you out in Manhattan now?
I was Vegas.
Man, Manhattan, Kenny Minor, Jason Wingate, Arturo DeBose, C.J. Anderson, Jeff Xavier, and you know, C.J. Lee. Jeff Xavier ended up transferring to Providence. C.J. Lee ended up transferring to Michigan.
Wow.
He was the backup point guard in Michigan. Like all that guys left. C.J. Anderson went back home and went to Xavier.
So when Gonzo left,
when Gonzo left, it was just,
damn,
you know.
Okay. And who came in? So who was coming in?
Barry Royston came in from Pittsburgh. He was the head assistant at Pittsburgh.
And
he came in, Slice. That's what they call him, Slice. He came in and
did he try to re-recruit you guys or what? I mean,
he tried to keep guys there. He was a New York guy, so he definitely tried to, you know, keep guys there. But me being, I guess, a DC guy, DMV guy, and things like that, I was on the outs, man. Those coaches was coming. Those coaches, you know, those guys, a lot of guys were from New York's high schools and stuff like that. Those coaches were coming to the gyms and sitting up there and stuff like that, watching their players practice. And man, when you got that level of support, you know what I'm saying, like that, showing up at your practice and hands-on like that and stuff like that. And then my support system is 4 hours away. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of, you get the back end of the stick, like far as, I mean, I just felt like, I lost 20-some pounds. I mean, I was outscoring the guys and stuff. It just wasn't enough. So me, I felt like the easy way out was packing my stuff up, calling my mom and saying, Mom, I'm coming home. But, you know, now at 31, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have stuck it out. I was already there. I mean, I was starting as a freshman, things like that. You just look at all that stuff full circle when you get a certain age and, you know, you wish you can go back and do it again. So I learned a lot, man, when I was up there in Manhattan and stuff like that. But we definitely had a good program. But I don't think I just gave slot coach, you know, I kind of went on and started to build that excuse for myself and, you know, started to build a way out. Like, as far as I don't think I give those people up there a fair shake when I look at it. But, you know, you live, you learn.
It always work out.
Oh, yeah, it always work out, man. 331 Division I schools, even more Division II schools, Division III schools. And I played D1, D2, and D3. So I just kept looking for love and, you know, and pretty much it seemed like all the wrong places because it's like you go from one school to the next school to the next school you losing years, you losing eligibility and stuff like that. And it's just like, I would tell the youngest man, just wherever you decide to go and things like that, you commit yourself, stick it out. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of transfer now. It's a transfer
Yeah,
epidemic now. It's like Russian roulette, Joe.
Yeah.
They making the wrong decisions, man. But sometimes I think kids, they go too high. You know, like a kid should be going to St. Joe's, they go to Duke.
Oh yeah, they go way over top of their bound where they really belong.
Right.
And then they end up trying to transfer when it's senior year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just going where you belong off the break. You know what I'm saying?
And typically, but I will say on the CIAA, man, just in my own experience, and
JT,
kids,
big homie.
CIAA, man, is grown man basketball though. For D2, like a lot of people were liking it better than being in the MEAC.
Yeah, because a lot of people underestimate the talent.
Yeah, talent real good.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I'm just sending shit. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, that's
you want to.
Hey, it ain't no different. Yeah.
A lot of youngest play both ways in the CIAA, so you think
you out there disgruntled. Think about it. You got think about the D1 dudes like yourself that's in there disgruntled, mad, they hit, whatever the case may be. You say grown men. You might have cats that went to the military, Bama 26 years old. Whatever it is, they hungry, they eating cornbread.
Yeah, they doing their thing.
Yeah,
man.
so it's serious.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Mike Powell.
when I got the bully,
Congratulations, buddy.
I was a 22-year-old sophomore, so the guys was 25 and 26 and stuff like that at school, man, and things like that. So it was like you playing with guys, like I said, man, those guys were like, them guys was men and stuff like that. Like, man, it was definitely, those open gyms and stuff like that. We used to get out there, man. It was a good experience.
That's what's up. A lot of people don't get that experience, man.
Nah.
A lot of people say, man, I go to jail. He in the school, man. Motherfuckers don't know how that shit really go. It ain't that simple, son.
And see, the thing I used to always tell kids when I was on a JUCO level and they aspired to go to 4-year schools was just, you gotta see yourself outside of this. Like catching the subway. Really, I was just say, y'all trying to make the band. And for whatever reason, be it academically flawed, or they game wasn't right, or they had to develop, or whatever the case may be, some people late bloomers, you will see the dudes that got it, will go on, but they would be 25, 26, they be sophomores. And they just be late bloomers, you know what I mean?
No, you're right about that. You're absolutely right about that.
Yeah, so it's,
Yeah. No, you absolutely right, but I just sure why people think of that shit so easy though, man. You know what I'm saying? They okay, say for example, you got people like, we can go to a little D2 joint. You know what I'm saying? His grades messed up. Whatever, however they just say it. We go to D2 joints, it be them athletic motherfuckers, them hungry motherfuckers that probably wanted to go to that, to play on TV and all that. Them guys are hungry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ready. They wait. He transferred from where? Okay, come on. Let me see what's up. Let me see what he can do. It's the same shit with like how people take the JUCO situation for granted. You go that motherfucker, it be some bad dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just called opportunities, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that if you can play wherever. That shit shouldn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? We just caught up in the system, and the people caught up in the system of the big schools. You know what I'm saying? I can be all night just naming guys went to high level D1s and transferred after 2 or 3 years, and just go to where Fisher game, man. Where you gonna play? Don't go. He going to Georgetown. He going to Maryland. Man, fuck all that. Go where you gonna play some basketball.
It's been happening for years.
Yeah.
I've been happening for years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? People just Crawford Palmer. Remember Crawford Palmer?
What he do? Right? What he do? Right?
And then what he ended up at GW or something like
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well that's where he should have been.
His brother was
at Dartmouth. His brother was at Dartmouth.
He transferred.
The one that played all met with you went to Duke and transferred to American.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Christian
Naz with the High Point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He wasn't that good. He played on a good team, but he was shooting the shit out the ball.
Like Charlie Bowles, no disrespect. Like Charlie Bowles going from Georgetown to Wake Forest. That's like you stayed at your level. You stayed at the Big East ACC like.
Yeah, man, I was blessed though.
Yeah.
You know, you go from one tough tier conference to another one. Man, you know you can play and it's like, all right, there's more to it than just playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
you know what I'm saying?
Big
Because them coaches call each other What type of teammate is he?
Mm-hmm.
You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
they want to know all that shit.
They act like the
when you
coaches be
transfer
beefing
home.
when you transfer. No, them coaches calling each other like, nah, he good, man. You know,
Mhm.
he be all right. He just need to get out of town.
Exactly.
I got you. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
So that was the love I had. But I'm gonna tell y'all, one mistake I made was leaving Georgetown. I should have stuck that shit out for the next 2. I wasn't trying to do 4 years. Though. I was hoping my junior average like 17, 18. I was gone, yeah. Cause I was moving up that way my sophomore year. I couldn't do 4. I hated school, Joe.
I could dig that though. And if you
I
was
did
playing,
not like-
yeah, look,
like
if you
the
playing, if you
school
playing in
part.
this area right there, you know, a whole bunch. Of, you know, I think I always say like the guys I played with, and I'm biased because it's my era, but like we had a lot of good players, man. But like these dudes, man, we always name a lot of these dudes in the shows. And I don't even want to just leave nobody out. Would have been 1 and dones, 2 and dones. It would have been, but the time I think I really truly think the talent.
It was too
No
loaded.
disrespect to now.
It was too loaded.
It was too loaded,
Too
man.
loaded. That's the bottom. Too loaded.
It was even. I think like as a senior, man, like as a
It
senior,
was
right?
too fucking
Hey, think about
loaded.
this. As a senior, right? As a senior, I'm looking at the draft, like our draft, right?
Yeah.
Chris Webber was a sophomore. He was number 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy, man. Like,
It was too loaded.
dudes was too good, man. Like,
But back
dudes
then
were
they
really good,
weren't
man.
real keen on all that because the only kids leaving early is black kids.
Yeah.
Well, back then,
Back then, you know, coming out of high school.
Well, back then the main point is AAU wasn't as dominant like now. AAU dominated 1 and dones. It wasn't no.
Yeah.
It wasn't no your schools. It wasn't what you did. AAU started that shit. You know what I'm saying? It became a trend. Like kids was going to, and schools was picking up on it. Fuck it, I'm letting you know you play 1 year here. You gone.
Yeah.
Back then they recruiting you for 4 year
Duke and
scholarship.
Kentucky
For student athlete.
But for the longest
for 4
time,
years.
the amazing part though, for the longest time, Coach K was against it, right?
He had to get with it.
And he had nobody
had
ever
to get
leave,
with
right?
it.
Like for a long time, right? From Christian Lake to a lot of dudes, right? And
You
then,
gotta get with it.
And then it was what? It was the cat from
Lil Dang left early.
No,
He's going to the
no,
first
the
one.
dude from New York.
Elton Brand.
Elton Brand. He was a
Brand.
sophomore.
And
He was
Lil
the
Dang,
first dude
yeah.
to kind of break the trend. You know, like Grant Hill didn't leave, no one left
But
early.
then that year, all of them went.
And then they all went.
William
McGetty,
McGetty.
William Avery,
He had
Avery,
3 first
yeah,
round picks.
McGetty.
Yeah, all of them went.
They all
They
went.
went. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 4. They had, what's my man went to Cleveland?
Oh, Tracy Langdon.
Tracy Langdon.
Tracy Langdon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He could shoot it.
Because Avery was right outside. He was like the 14th pick. You know, he was in the lottery.
Yeah.
But I think Lil Dang was his
Minnesota.
first 1 and done though, right?
Who?
Lil Dang. He played 1 year.
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
older.
he
I thought
was
that was
Yeah,
his
because
he not his first.
even
But
Jason
see,
Williams,
but
Jay
see-
Williams left.
But you gotta think though.
Yeah, that's
Think
something.
of the Duke.
Junior year.
Think of the
Oh,
Duke history, right?
yeah.
Think of the Duke history, right? Say for example, if AAU was what it is now, Grant would have been 1 and done.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's no question. You know what I'm saying? It was just like you got guys like look at Jordan, look at Lonzo Warner.
He would have, damn.
I mean, 1 and done. I mean, you got guys that was
He could have went out of high school.
they out of high school stuff like that. I mean, it wasn't as powerful back then.
He could have went out of high school.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I mean, right now, and teams really not even drafting 4-year guys.
Cold beast.
Hey,
They
look,
don't draft him at all.
Yeah, it's like, okay, what's wrong with going 4 years of school? Like, it's fucked up to go 4 years of school right now. Like, oh, you ain't that good. If you stayed in school 4 years,
You wasn't that good,
something ain't right. Like, something ain't right. I mean, god damn, what the fuck?
But right now, when then you get a Draymond Green, that
Yeah.
you know,
You're right about that.
There's definitely spots for 4-year kids on them college teams. They know what they're doing.
Oh no
Every
doubt.
team not gonna have a 1 and done.
The Lakers took 2 in the first round this year. Josh Hart, the dude, Kyle, Kuzma or whatever.
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
was a 4-year guy.
Great
He went to
result.
Georgia.
4-year dudes.
Yeah, he was
He was a
Utah, right?
Utah.
He was a
4
senior?
years. Yeah.
He was
And
nice. He
And,
was
and
nice.
GM said he did that on purpose. They're already young, but they wanted at least a 4-year young dude as opposed to
Right,
one and done.
right.
You know, I mean, they got Brandon, Ingram, and a couple other cats.
They nice.
Lonzo. They're gonna be alright though.
Be a good NBA.
The Lakers gonna kind of job you alright. What's up with your boy though, LeBron? I'm like, hey, look, all these years, man, I'm kind of,
What? You kind of what?
I've been hating a little bit on LeBron,
You still hating on him.
but
I know. I here you go with this bullshit.
we go to the Lakers. I'll be a fan.
You a fan anyway.
He ain't gonna know.
You undercover fan. You undercover fan. You like them motherfuckers like I know niggas that like the Cowboys and Redskins. You one of the type of niggas.
Steelers all day. Steelers all day.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about LeBron.
He left as a junior. Kuzma.
He was.
He's junior.
Okay.
Yeah, he came down to my gym a couple times and played.
Okay.
Yeah, he came out with a dude from Philly.
Okay. You can be a jack of all trades. That's where the game going.
He can shoot it too.
Yeah,
Shoot.
he can
Stretch forward.
So, Boo, who your getting to the NBA, John? Who your top 5 in the NBA position wise? Point one. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was 5. Let's start with the 4.
I mean, just name.
Because I mean, you got
what
guys.
this name like?
Over the 1, I would take Russ.
Okay, that's one.
If he's
That's
a
your
1, yeah, if he's a 1, I'd take Russ. 2, Kawhi.
All right.
I'm putting LeBron at the 4.
Go ahead. Okay, that's your 4.
Kevin at 3.
Boom. Who you
LeBron at
five?
the 4.
Who you 5?
Who plays the 5? Who plays the 5 in the league?
Well, for that mob,
Anthony Davis, yeah, big.
You got
big
your
Bud.
Anthony. You got your Anthony Davises, your
Big
DeMarcus
Bud.
Cousins.
for that mob, that's anybody can put a 5 for that motherfucker mob.
Damn.
Kawhi, LeBron,
Bron's
Kevin,
with a 5. Kawhi
Russ.
with a 5.
The song.
anybody with a 5.
Nah, you can't have anybody on that mob.
With that team?
Man, give me Cousins. Fuck.
Cousins.
Take Cousins.
I like Anthony Davis.
Take Davis. You ain't going wrong either way.
Yeah, for that 5 though, so you got to think though, you already got certain motherfuckers that can do certain shit. You got 4 motherfuckers that can get you 10
You
balls.
got name. You got name.
So you got 4 of them right there.
So now you got name 5 that he didn't name. You can't name the same 5.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about.
That's
No, we
easy
still
too, though.
need
That's
to
easy
get
too, though.
this center though.
Huh?
We still need to get this center on the
He
team.
said he got Davis.
No, you said like Davis. I mean, that's your
I
5.
take Anthony.
You taking Anthony 5? That's a nice mob.
Alright.
That's a nice mob, right?
Now you gotta pick a mob 5 that he can't touch. None of the 5 that he just named.
He took all the good players.
I ain't got no 5 for that 5.
Right, that's what I'm
You
saying.
got 5.
That's a nice mob.
What 5 you got for that 5? What you got?
What
you got?
Harden. James Harden.
Okay,
Chris Paul.
okay,
Kyrie.
okay.
Y'all too small, bro.
Melo.
You just named 3 motherfuckers who play on defense.
Right, I was about
I
to
ain't
say.
worried about defense this
You
game.
ain't worried about defense, you motherfucker. Easy.
Melo and Cousins.
That's a 30-point game, man.
That's a thing.
That's a blowout.
I gotta get something better.
Nobody
than
named
that.
Steph Curry yet, man. He not
I
the
got
top.
Steph.
Steph Curry not the top.
Curry.
Steph Curry not the top 10
They
player. Hold on.
getting blown out.
Hold on, Curry not a top 10 player in the league.
I got Steph Curry.
It's like,
Yeah, you right.
I got Chicken Curry.
From
So Curry, I mean,
name, you
hey,
got
so what?
Chicken Curry.
Top 10.
Steph Curry not a top 10 player in the NBA.
Yeah, he is.
He's
I just
top
ain't
10.
have him on my team.
So you saying he not a top 10 player?
He's a top 8 player. I
But
just
you
didn't have
just-
him on my team. That's my team.
That's his team, he said.
Damn, man, what the fuck?
No,
No,
Charles.
that's his team.
So let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this though.
That's
So
why they demoted
the
Doc
fi-
Rivers' ass.
the
from
five
GM.
that Boo named didn't include Steph. So anybody you replace Steph with on that
I
team?
got Steph.
Rick, if Steph was top 10, he would be in that next 10.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Doc
saying.
Makes sense.
Man, that's my team.
That's his team.
You didn't say rate the players. You said who would you have on your
So
team?
you said Kyrie,
I got my mind.
Chris Paul,
Chris Paul,
Melo,
Melo,
Cousins,
Cousins.
and the Greek.
So you got 4 of the selfish
No, I said, no.
You got 4 of the most selfish motherfuckers in the league. God.
Hey, Kurt.
There you go. I got the Greek freak.
Whoa!
You ain't have
Let's
that.
tap that.
No, you didn't have the first five.
Yo, I got the
Fine,
Greek.
you
I got
go.
Steph Curry.
You wasn't even thinking
You
about
can't say the
him.
same name.
Right.
Well, first of all, y'all
can't say the same thing.
see, we said positions with you named 2 point guards.
I got Steph.
position.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we
got
said
Steph at the one.
no, okay.
I got Steph at the
So
one.
who you got
I gotta go over there.
I got Steph at the one.
I go over.
Right. Damn, at the 2. You can't say.
So can't nobody name the same person.
Right.
Nah, I go after you finish.
I got Klay Thompson.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I got Klay at the 2.
Who's your 3?
Boogie.
I'm gonna put I got Giannis at the
3.
You already named
nah.
The
I
4.
got him at the damn. I can almost put him at the 5, Joe. I got him at the 5.
Okay, that's
Great freak at the 5.
Who your
So
3 and
that's
4?
My
You
3
do
and
what
4.
3 and
My
4.
4 gonna be Draymond, and my 3 is gonna be
Carl Anthony Towns still out there? No.
Got Jimmy Butler. Somebody said Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler would be good.
Paul George, and then
Paul
nobody's
George.
Oh, the 3.
Paul your 3.
Yeah,
Who your
Paul
5?
George my 3.
Give me
Paul
John
George
Wall.
my 3.
John Wall.
Oh, he changed his whole time.
Yeah.
He went athletic.
John Wall over.
Give me John Wall.
John Wall.
John Wall, baby.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
long.
John Wall. Devin Booker.
Man,
Booker.
72 points in the game. Lord, got scoring.
Okay, that's different too.
Got scoring, boy. Yes, he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna need one again, though.
Joe Embiid at the 5.
Embiid is a 5. Okay.
He give you about 5-6 games.
Cousins at the 4.
Cause at the 4.
Yeah.
Melo what?
Looking
Melo.
for this 3 man.
Gotta be Melo.
Man, give me Jimmy Butler at the 3.
Jimmy Butler 3. That's tough.
Hey, we ain't really talked NBA in a while. You ain't really said much about Kyrie wanting that trade. What you think about that?
I think Kyrie a damn fool. For one that trade to be at that height, to be able to do what you need, what you want to do, to still get your 25 a game, along with playing with LeBron. He ain't tripping. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? And when you just gas out, or when you just, you know what I'm saying? You ain't, you off the night, or you don't. You still got this motherfucker to rock to.
Well,
So
give me though, and then give me more than anything else though. Like even with all that, like even with him, what he says he want to do, the team that he would go to, they already got another, you know,
So
at
that's
least
just-
one
it-
third
it-
motherfucker
I-
with him.
that's
So
crazy.
that's the thing that get me. Like I can see
Man,
if he
I
went
ain't
to a
gonna
sorry
train
team. No, I'm just saying though, like
If
if he was going to a sorry one, no.
Don't give a fuck where he go.
He said he want to be the man, but if he want to be the man, like if he, let's say Phoenix, they say he might go to Phoenix,
Okay,
right?
let me explain.
Devin Booker is a book though. Devin Booker is a book.
Let me explain something to you, bro. Let me explain. In that motherfucking, that big time game right there they call the league, ain't no 6'1" motherfucker gonna be the man and win.
Nope.
Alright? Now, Iverson did his thing. Alright? Took a lot of energy out of him, you know what I'm saying? Just to, every night in and night out, 82 games to do what he was doing. And didn't win a championship. You see what I'm saying? Kyrie need to check himself and be like, hold the fuck up. Now, if he's satisfied with just that one ring, boom, okay, go ahead and just go ahead and play from team to team. Okay, cool. If you want your motherfucking career to last long, for you to still be that effective and playing with a bad motherfucker like that, you out your motherfucking mind that he want to go any motherfucking way. He need to be the next motherfucking, what's a man named that LeBron always take with him?
Maverick.
No.
James Jones.
James, he need to be that type of motherfucker. So wherever you go, I'm going.
Man, you know
Fuck
what,
all
man?
that bullshit. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Ain't no motherfucker, and I'm a number one motherfucking Kyrie fan. But he tripping with that shit right there. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Fuck that boy. He is fucking tripping. Now, he ain't no Westbrook where he can say, okay, I'm cool with Kevin leaving and still get MVP of the league. You see what I'm saying? He ain't that. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, you need to chill, Kyrie. And I'm his probably his number one fan, but I'm saying he's tripping. He is fucking tripping, and that's no bullshit. Fuck all that. Now, despite
I agree.
everything back in the day, just say for example, Isaiah and Jordan was on the same team back in the day, right? Just back in the day. And you think Isaiah be telling him leaving because Jordan right here? I was like, shit, it's just 5 more years for me. I might go on a 20-game streak with averaging 25 because he let me rock. And when I'm chilling, he gonna, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way, from a small guy perspective, there's no motherfucking way that Kyrie shouldn't want to be on that nigga team. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. First of all, you got to look at your winning percentage before LeBron came back there.
Wasn't thinking about the playoffs.
Exactly. So now every year LeBron was there, you went to the finals, and you ain't seen the playoffs since before that.
Yeah.
You up the bullshit, and I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up with Slim for that one.
Man, I think he wants some more exposure, man.
He got exposure. What more exposure you want?
He wanted it by himself.
To do what though?
Where is he gonna get it by himself?
To do what though? No, to do what though? To do what? No, to do what? Especially to what?
He's a superstar in this league.
Okay, superstar to do what?
What do you want to do? He want to average more points.
Right, he don't want to win.
But Monk average 25 games.
That's what I'm saying. He don't want to
How many
win.
more points he want to average?
So he gonna average more than that
30, 35. He can
average 25
and not make the playoffs?
I believe his team make the playoffs.
So he went to the Knicks. The Knicks gonna be signed. He went to the Knicks. They'll be
He's not
signed.
gonna be as good as Cleveland.
You ain't no small guy and not gonna be a LeBron team. I don't give a fuck what nobody
I
says.
didn't see it.
Allen Iverson would have did that shit. Fuck that. That's bullshit.
What?
He wouldn't demand the trade with that shit.
They would have demanded trade from him.
Nah, you really
He
tripping.
ain't pass the ball.
No, what I'm saying is, that's what LeBron does. He don't care. Look, Kyrie, you ain't gotta pass the ball. Just be you. So when you ain't no little motherfucker gonna dominate a game and just win basketball games consistently. You're not gonna do that, Joe.
But you ever look at it, might be something more than basketball with this shit.
No, what I'm saying is, it can all that shit more than basketball. Them niggas will stick that shit out like fuck that. I'm trying to. This is a business. It's their job. Motherfuckers go to work right there and don't want to deal with motherfuckers in the job.
Yep.
But they want to make that motherfucker. That's their job. You gotta look past all that shit. So what I'm saying is, he gonna end up leaving Cleveland. All you can say that nigga's a book. He be cooking. Come motherfucking May and June.
He be on
He gonna be on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All fishing.
Come on, Joe. You can't be.
He at the game.
Eating popcorn.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I mean, that's just how I look at that shit, man.
Somebody said when Kobe wanted to lead Shaq.
Yeah, but you talking Kobe. See, Kobe can see that's no comparison. That's Kobe. Kobe's 6'7".
Yeah.
I'm talking
You're
about
right.
a small guard. You know what I'm saying? To get the privilege to play alongside with a fucking LeBron James, a motherfucking 6'8", that can just you ain't gotta bring the ball up. Just go ahead, move. You can come off some screens and shit. They have your ISO and all that. You know what I'm saying? You might be checking a big guard that night. LeBron gonna say, "Let me get him."
Like what he was doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So how you gonna leave that situation?
Now they average 2 more shots a game.
Boo, I mean, how you gonna leave that situation?
I don't understand it, man.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm a big time Kyrie fan. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, that's just, to me, that's just crazy.
He won't play with Porzingis. They ain't gonna win a fucking game.
We play with Porzingis over LeBron. Come on, man.
Who the hell is Porzingis? For the Knicks?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Fuck that.
Then they said Phoenix, so he be playing with them.
Then somebody said something about San Antonio. I don't know if you.
Man, Popovich ain't going for that shit.
And then Kawhi is the man.
Yeah, but Popovich ain't going for that.
But he said he want to be the man. Kawhi is the man, though. I mean, that ain't.
I'm just
doing with the Clippers.
very
The other one was
disappointed.
the Clip joint. You heard that one?
Very well disappointed, man. Very well disappointed, my man.
Yeah, send him to the Clippers.
I mean, what the fuck? Doc Rivers ain't, what the fuck? Doc Rivers gonna let him just play.
Clippers for DeAndre Jordan.
I like DeAndre Jordan.
Him and Tristan Thompson over there.
I like DeAndre Jordan. He chase shots.
Him and Tristan Thompson over there. DeAndre Jordan
I
and
remember he went to the Lakers a couple years ago. Boy would have been so happy. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan do his job.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Boo, let me get your top 5 in the leagues. Like, I'm gonna give the farms right now going on. Right now, today, and this summer, the top 5 over the farms.
Teams,
Players.
players. I ain't seen, man.
Players.
I'm boogieing right now. I ain't seen enough of the games, Curt, to be honest. Or even heard, like, I mean, man, I'm playing at everything, so I'm just trying to think who fine right now.
So if you got J-Dub right here and SpongeBob right there, who you going with?
Damn. Dub and Sponge. Down the Farms.
Yeah, down the farm. Down the farm.
Well, I'm going with Dub. Dub scored 40 anywhere he go.
Anywhere you go?
He had with me. I mean, at the end of the day, you talking farms, anywhere outdoors, I'll probably go with Sponge.
Yeah, you just said you go with Dub though.
No, just at the end of the day, I'll probably go
At
with Sponge.
the end of the day, you gonna swing it. At the end, yeah.
Sponge.
And don't.
I mean, it's indoors, even indoors. I mean, just
You going with Sponge? Boy, you
I don't want
crazy.
championship. I don't want championship with Sponge.
But you said Dub at first.
I like Dub. I mean, Dub is my man. Dub play with me now. Dub is a walking bucket. So, I mean, damn, you talking close. 40. You talking 40 versus really? You just talking 40 versus just the toughness. Just
it ain't close.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I mean, but you said J-Dub first though.
Yeah. That's because that's 40. I know that's.
Hey, so you going Dub? So, but then you go out and say at the end of the day you going with Sponge. See, I know they cool with you. Know what I'm saying? No disrespect to none of you two left hand motherfuckers. Both y'all all right.
Both lefties too.
So baby Shaq or Sponge? Man, they still gonna be your friend, boo. They cool.
That shit already
he cool. Y'all got him.
Baby Shaq and Sponge. Shaq.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I don't know what the fuck T-shirt on answer. That's a fucking no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you sitting there like thinking like, get you all that though. You know what I'm saying? What the
both
fuck?
tough as nails.
Both of my tough as nails. Both of them tough as nails. Yeah, they tough as nails, but that's a no-brainer though. That motherfucker Shaq
and that 3-2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm tripping off. This motherfucker knocking that J-ball. Consistently though.
Yeah, Indian everywhere.
Consistently though.
Half court.
Yeah, consistently. He knocking that motherfucker down. So what's your prediction of the finals? Y'all gonna win it?
Yeah.
Drew said hands down y'all gonna win it.
Hands down.
That's what Drew said. Yeah, Drew said that.
That's what it is.
That's right. That's right. I like that attitude. I like that attitude.
I mean, 3 out of the last 4 years we've been to the finals, man. We just got to cash in.
Y'all won the finals yet?
Yeah, 2013.
Y'all won the finals?
2013.
2013. Congratulations, Jew. About time, motherfucker.
That's a long time.
That's 4 years ago.
What have you done for me lately is what they say. So,
yeah. So what have y'all done lately?
The playoffs are lurking. I mean,
what have the Drew All-Stars done lately at the Farms and at Watts?
We beat the fam last night.
No. I'm talking championship-wise.
We beat the fam
Championship-wise. Championship-wise. What have Drew All-Stars done at Watts and the Farms? Championship-wise.
We the first.
Let's start. We said championship-wise.
We're going to championships.
Boy, that was 8 years
tournament,
ago.
That was 8 years ago.
I know.
You said
lately. You said what lately?
Lately. Big Jeff stopped the violence.
Oh, here we go with all this bullshit.
District High Champs.
What have y'all done? I said Watts in the Farms lately.
Well, Watts we ain't won one.
Oh, here we go.
I said Watts we haven't won one. In what, 8 years?
Okay.
Championships. And the Farms has been 4 years.
That's not acceptable, Drew.
That's not acceptable.
That's not acceptable, Drew, with Super Bowl on your mob. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
It's not super acceptable.
You need Corey Owen back, boy. Get rid of Jimmy Black.
Oh, nah, man. We good with our streets.
So you taking Jimmy Black over Corey Owen?
I'm taking Jimmy back over Corey because Jimmy on the team now. Corey always know when he come back home what it is. But as far as Jimmy on the team now, so we going with the guys we got.
Once again, man, thanks for showing up for the Red Cup. We gonna close the show tonight, man. Congrats, man. Super Bowl, no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Seen Boo play for a long time, man. Shooting. You know what I'm saying? All the summer leagues and everything, man. Congratulations on all your success. You know what I'm saying? And appreciate you coming on, man. You know what I'm saying? To the Ricky Goins Coalition, MVP, all that, man. And appreciate you, man. Just we gonna see you in the playoffs, man.
Of course.
We gonna see you in the playoffs, man.
Always. I appreciate y'all.
But we closing out. Anything more, JB?
Yes, indeed.
Summer breeze,
Summer
baby.
breeze, baby. On the way. On the way.
On the way.
On the way. VIP, baby. I got a gold card.
We out, baby.
We going to VIP.